Hello viewers, myself Eldho Babu. I'm currently pursuing my BCom degree from Sacred Heart College, Tevara, Cochin. So today I'm going to teach you redemption of preference shares. So what is meant by redemption? The term redemption means repayment. So here redemption of preference shares means repayment of the amount collected from the preference shareholders. So if you look onto the Companies Act 2013, as per section 55 of the Companies Act 2013, no company can issue those preference shares which are irredeemable. That is, what is meant by irredeemable preference shares? Irredeemable preference shares are those preference shares which cannot be redeemed during the lifetime of the company, but which can be redeemed only at the time of liquidation. But here, as per Companies Act 2013, no company is entitled to issue those preference shares which are irredeemable. Next one, no listed company can issue those preference shares which are to be redeemed after the expiry of 20 years. So the maximum limit of redeemable preference shares is 20 years. Okay. Then there are certain provisions regarding the redemption terms. So let's have a look onto that. So preference shares can be redeemed either out of the profits of the company or out of the proceeds of the fresh issue of shares. But no preference shares can be redeemed out of the proceeds of the fresh issue of debentures. That's to be noted here. So when the preference shares are to be redeemed out of the profits of the company, an amount equivalent to the nominal value or face value of shares so redeemed must be transferred to an account called CRR account, that is Capital Redemption Reserve account. So here in case of a fresh issue, we are just taking the nominal value only. So if, for example, if a fresh issue of shares of rupees 10 each, 10,000 shares of 10 each is made for the purpose of redemption at a premium of rupees 5, the premium 5 may go to which account? Securities premium account, and only the face value rupees 10,000 to 10, rupees 1 lakh will be taken for redemption purposes. And if we are using any profit, an amount equal to the nominal value only, the face value of shares, preference shares are redeemed. So, which are to be redeemed must be transferred to CRR account. So there are some basic entries for this. Let's have a look onto this. So the general rule is that only fully paid preference shares can be redeemed. Partly paid preference shares cannot be redeemed. So if such shares are to be redeemed, it has to be made fully paid by making the final call. The entries are preference share final call account debted to preference share capital account, bank account debted to preference share final call account. These are the two entries there. Then if fresh issue is made, what is the entry? For example, if 10,000 shares are issued for the purpose of redemption at par value rupees 10, the entry is bank account debtor to equity share capital account rupees 1 lakh. So if shares are if shares are issued at a premium of rupees 5, the entry is bank account debtor to equity share capital account 1 lakh to, if the premium is rupees 5, to securities premium 50,000, and the bank column it will be 1,50,000. So as per Companies Act 2013, the shares cannot be issued at a discount. That's to be noted here. Okay. Then if we are transferring, if we are making the redemption out of the profits of the company, the entry will be general reserve account debtor or surplus account, this P&L account debtor, or reserve fund account debtor, or investment fluctuation reserve account debtor. So only some reserves can be used. I'll tell the names. P&L account, credit balance, surplus account, then general reserve, reserve fund, dividend equalization reserve, workmen's compensation fund, insurance fund, investment fluctuation fund, and debenture redemption reserve. And next case, if the preference shares are redeemed at a premium, what may be the entry? So here the premium is provided out of securities premium account or general reserve or reserve fund, etc. So the entry will be, so usually securities premium, general reserve, etc., they have a credit balance as they shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. So to cancel that effect, we have to debit it. That is securities premium account debtor or reserve fund account debtor or surplus account debtor to premium on redemption account. So being premium transferred from these reserves or securities premium to premium on redemption account. And so while we are transferring an amount equivalent to the nominal value of shares or redeemed to CRR account, the entry will be the same. P&L account debtor or surplus account debtor, general reserve account debtor, or reserve fund account debtor to capital redemption reserve account. So only these are the basic common entries. So let's have a look on to the reserves which cannot be used for the purpose of transferring to CRR account. It includes securities premium account. We cannot use it for transferring into CRR account. Securities premium can be used to pay out the premium on redemption of preference shares. Then capital reserve, capital redemption reserve, shares forfeited account, profit prior to incorporation, etc. cannot be used for the purpose of redemption of preference shares. Then let's have a common entry first. Let's have a look onto the series of payments first, not series of entries first. So the first entry will be, if it's the issue of shares, bank account debtor to equity share capital account to securities premium if any premium is being paid. Then the next entry will be the transfer of a sufficient amount of profit to CRR account, surplus account debtor or general reserve account debtor or reserve fund account debtor to capital redemption reserve account. Next, we have to cancel the share capital amount. So here, the redemption may lead to cancellation of that amount contained, amount of preference share capital contained in the balance sheet. So preference share capital has the balance of credit, it has a credit balance. So in order to cancel the effect, you have to debit it. So preference share capital account debtor. Then if any premium is there, premium on redemption account debtor to whom it is being paid, to preference shareholders account. So here preference shareholders are having a credit balance. It means that they are now the creditors of the company. The company is liable to pay that amount along with premium to whom? The preference shareholders. And the last entry will be preference shareholders account debtor to bank account, being the payment made. So hope it is clear for you. I will continue with my classes. I'll upload my new videos soon. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you. Please